South Africa is demanding, or it's really dominating, I mean, hey? So welcome everybody to this webinar. Put a one in the comments if this is your very first time. It's your very first time on a webinar with me. Just a one in the comments if it's your very first time. Welcome to all the newbies. I love it. I love it. Put it two if you've been on here before. Okay. Or let me ask you this. Okay, so I've got a lot of people that has been on here before and people that are new. Who has not started with an online business? Put me in the comments if that is you. If you have not started with an online business. Okay, I love to see so many me's in the house, and here's why, because I know how life-changing this can be. I know it. I'm living it, okay? And you're going to hear some things here tonight that's really going to blow your mind. All right, so I have to put in a little bit of a disclaimer and just letting you know what you are hearing on this call tonight is people who literally did it themselves, okay? Regular, normal people like you and I, okay? We're not promising overnight riches. We are not letting you know you're going to be a millionaire overnight, okay? What we are showing you is really a way to work smarter instead of harder, okay? Who wants to work smarter and not harder? Put yes in the comments if that is you, okay? It's like this is why we use phones. Phones help us, right? Your phone, it helps you work smarter, and this is what we're showing you. Okay, so I'm going to start sharing my screen. I know time is valuable, and actually I've got a mastermind event on this weekend, so I'm telling you, we are so freaking excited about that. Okay, so I don't want to waste anybody's time, so let's go through this quickly. Okay, so a lot of people, and I'm gonna watch the comments here because I love watching the comments because this is how you guys talk to me, okay? This is the online world. I'm not sitting in front of you physically. So most people think they need a lot of followers, okay? If that is you, just put a one in the comments. If you thought, oh, I would love to get online, but it seems like you have to have a lot of followers, you have to go like viral, or you have to become this type of influencer and you have to post and it's hard work to post, okay? Let me tell you. Social media is really, it's not what it seems. Okay? It really isn't. What you see out there are people that are trying to do it perfectly, people that have a lot of followers. I know a lot of people that have over 200,000 followers, guys, that are not making money at all. They're making zero money with it. Because here's the thing, you can have a lot of followers, but do you just put agree in the comments if you agree? I mean, you can have a lot of followers, but what does it help if you have a lot of followers, but you can't make a business from it? You know, I know personally, a lot of celebrities, and I'm telling you, they've got all these followers. They're not making money with it. Okay? Yes, they have some visibility, but if you don't have a way to monetize that, it doesn't really help. So if you thought to yourself that you needed a lot of followers, let me just calm that fear right there. You don't need a lot of followers. You just need the right type of followers. Okay? This is why small accounts are making big money because they have the right type of customers. I'm going to explain it, but at the end of this, you're really going to understand how it works. So I just want to ask you to get quiet around you. If there are kids or dogs, like in my case, in your way, just tell your family quickly, you know what, I'm just going to listen. We're going to be like about 50 minutes, okay? Just really concentrate. If you have been looking for something online for a while, but it's overwhelming and you are tired of living the same cycle over and over again, put yes in the comments if you are ready to change your life. I'm not talking about airy fairy nonsense here. I'm really talking about you are ready to make a change. You want to break the cycle of what you're living. That cycle can be maybe you want to leave your 9 to 5 job. Maybe you just don't want you want to stop stressing about money. Maybe like me, you just like, man, I just wanted to pay some bills and not worry constantly about debit orders going off. Okay. I don't know what your situation is, but I'm telling you, if you can take 15 minutes and just concentrate here, it can change your life if you let it. Okay. It's 50 minutes of your life. I think it's worth it. All right. So let's carry on. I want to ask you something. Do you feel like there are too many options online? Let me know in the comments there. Do you feel like you should start, but you just don't know how? Okay. Have you ever thought, what am I even supposed to sell? Like, yes, I would love to make money online. I would love to build something online. I would love to have my own business online. I would love to be my own boss, but I don't even know what to sell. Okay, good, because you are in the right place. Okay? It's not effort because we can all work harder. And if working hard gave us the freedom that we wanted, constructions workers would be rich, cleaners would be rich because those people work extremely hard. Okay, teachers would be rich. Most of us that work hard would have been rich if that was the way to go. So it's not about putting more effort in, it's just about direction. And the thing is, what happens online is there's too many strategies. Some people say, come do this. Other people say, no, this works, that doesn't work. Okay. And then too much noise out there and no clear starting point. Like everyone, there's so much noise. Everyone wants to sell something, and you're like, man, which one is right for me? So I'm gonna help you make that choice. There are literally only two ways that you can make money. Okay, don't be fooled by what people are telling you. There are literally two ways. I'm going to break it down so simple for you. There's a traditional way where you trade your time for money. In other words, you have to go to the job. You have to be 8 hours at the job to get the pay, okay? Or you whatever job it is that you do, or maybe you get paid hourly, okay? And it limits your time because you can only make so much money than the time that you are willing to put in. Like I was a beauty salon owner. Okay, I could only help so many people, so I could only make so much money. And I used to be in the corporate world where I got a salary. It doesn't matter if I had to work overtime or I had to work more hours or stress about the job all the time. I just got the same pay. Okay, so that's traditional where you'd exchange your time in for money. Okay, the next one is digital leverage. Okay. And this is the one I really want to focus on tonight because this is the freedom, the one that can give you freedom. Because with this one, you use content, which is social media, which is LinkedIn, it's emails, it's blogs, it's things like that. You use systems. And your income is not tied to your time. Because if you have systems in place and you use platforms like social media, and the internet, where you have blog posts and all of that, if you have that, that works for you online 24/7. That means you can literally be at home with your kids, maybe put a couple of hours in while your kids are doing their homework. The rest of the day, you can be mom, you can be dad. If you're young, you can go out and about and live your life without being chained to a certain time frame and without being chained by a boss telling you what to do. Okay. I don't know about you, but I never wanted to work for a boss. And I'll never will work again for a boss because I like to be in charge of my own time. And I've got a feeling many of you do. So I'm going to give you a simple example. The online space, it's really simple. You post something once and it keeps on working for you. Okay. Think like a blog post. When you go and Google something right now, you come across a blog post that maybe was posted 3 years ago. Okay. But then you read the blog post, you're interested, and in that blog post is a link that's going to take you somewhere. And you might discover someone that you didn't even know existed. Okay. It's like, when I tell you, like currently I've got a child that's going, the one is out of school and the other one's about, she's finishing matric this year, and I never look at cars, I never do, but because she's finishing matric, all of a sudden I'm seeing like cars, like I'm focusing on cars because I'm like, what can we get her, that's going to be safe and it's going to be economical and blah blah blah. So if you have a need in your life, you start looking for that. Do you guys agree? Yes, if you agree in the comments. Okay. Like maybe you've been searching how to make extra income from home. Maybe you've been looking for online jobs. Maybe you've been Googling things, and all of a sudden you are looking at all these things. And because this is what you are looking for, now I want you to realize here, you are looking for it. No one is phoning you about it. Am I right? Put a one in the comments if I'm right. No one's dragging you, manipulating you, saying to you, hey, come look at this, come look at this. I've been seeing you searching. No one's doing that. You are the one looking for it online. The algorithm picks it up, and someone who posted about it, you'll start seeing those people's content. That's how powerful the online space is. You're not trying to work more hours. You're just trying to create something that is working for you online 24/7,
24/7,
even though you're not
even though
working.
you're not working.
Okay. Is my
Okay.
sound
Is
good,
my
guys?
sound good, guys?
Team, some
Team,
of you
there
must have
wasn't,
must be on.
must
It's
be
echoing.
on. It's echoing.
There is a bit of a glitch, like a repeat.
Zal, I think it's quiet now. It's somebody by the name of Craig that came on and then
Came on and then
Okay.
okay.
I'm all good now.
I'm all good now.
I can hear
I can hear
myself.
myself.
I'm
No,
sorry, guys.
no,
You get
no.
you get two of me
You
now.
get two of me now.
There's an echo.
There's an echo.
Yes, there is an echo. Echo.
Okay, you can try again. There we go. Is it all good?
Yes. Yes.
Yay!
Good.
Okay. So maybe you should have heard those sentences over and over again to finally just make it land. I don't know. Okay, there's always a reason for things. Okay, the best part is you don't need to be an expert to start doing this. Okay, what you do need is you need a product. Now, this is important, guys, because if you're looking for an online job, this is not going to be the space. But if you're looking to be your own boss, if you could comment yes now for those. I want you to comment yes if you are looking to be your own boss. You want to work your own hours. You want to make a decent income. You want to live your life and choose if you want to sleep late in the morning and you want to travel. You want to do your own thing without being chained to a job. Great stuff, because then it's the right people on you. If you want that, you need a product. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to work for someone that has a product. You need a product that you can sell online repeatedly. So the great thing about having a product online is you don't need to keep stock. You don't have to have this huge capital outlay, okay? You need a system that can take the payment for you, that can do the following up for you, that can work on your behalf. Think about having a sales team online working for you 24/7. That's the system. And you need a way for people to be able to find you. And where are people most of the time? Spending their time. Hey, I'll give you a hint. We even take it to the bathroom now. Like, where are we spending most of our time? Okay? On our phones, right? The average person, it used to be 1.5 hours, is now 8 hours a day on their phone. And this is why social media works so well, because everyone's on their phone. Okay? So if you've been thinking of, okay, but what kind of product? You can do an online product that's, for instance, distance learnings. Like a lot of universities, they sell their programs. So instead of coming into the campus and learn, you can learn online. They do live training online. Okay. You get something like ebooks or manuals. Okay. You get stock photos. Some people, I know a photographer in our DMS. She's a photographer and she's business exploded with just stock photos that she's doing. Okay. Then there's communities. If you want to have a community, like let's say you love gardening and you just want to teach people how to do it, you want to share the love, you can make that through communities. You can make extra income with that. You can sell templates, something that people can edit, okay? And you can do online courses or mini courses. Okay, so I already know what you're going to ask me. You're going to say, but Lizelle, I don't have any experience. Okay, you just don't think you do. Okay, but let's get into this. A lot of people say, do I need followers to build an online business? No, you don't. Not to get started, you don't. Remember what I said about followers. You can have a lot of followers. And by the way, social media can be there today and gone tomorrow. Okay, you can't just build your business on social media. Think about a bakery. Okay, think about your local bakery. I mean, it's small, maybe you in a small town like I am, and there's a bakery. I mean, they don't have millions of followers. They don't have millions of people, right? But they have customers. They have systems. They have repeat business. Okay? So they have that. All right? But the setup just with a physical business is it can become very costly. I mean, who's wanted to start their own physical business? Put me if you've thinking not maybe recently because you've seen on my business, but I mean previously you've maybe thought about that. But it costs a lot of money to start your own business. Okay, there's rent, there's staff, there's a physical business, there's inventory, there's stock you have to keep. There's a lot of expenses in setting up a business. Okay. So the question becomes, is there a faster way? And obviously, yes, because we live in the online digital era now, okay? And the faster way is using a done for you business model. Okay. So let's get back to the bakery. So instead of setting up your own bakery from scratch and spending a lot of money and trying recipes and testing it, I mean, if you have no experience in running a business, do you think the chances of you failing is very good? Yes or no? If you have no experience and you start a bakery shop and you don't really have experience, you just like the idea, okay? Your chances of failing is, and this is why a lot of physical businesses close because the idea is nice, but they start without the proper support, okay? So think about this bakery. What if this bakery says to you, you know what? I've tried and tested the recipes. My business has a very good turnover. I'm making a lot of profit. It's running so well. Instead of you starting from scratch, what I'm going to give you is for an investment amount, I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to give you stock to get started. I'm going to give you the recipes. I'm going to show you the know how of how to run this business. I'm going to coach you through the process. Do you think the chances of failing is now very slim? Yes or no? Exactly. Okay. Because now instead of working in the blind, you're actually taking a proven business model that's already working. Now, traditionally, we called that a franchise. People used to franchise their businesses. This is the best way for me to explain this. Okay. But again, physical business takes a lot of stock, it takes effort. You again trading your time for money. Okay. So now instead of doing that, you do something similar like that online. So it's not like you're buying a course to resell a course. You're learning how online business actually works while you're using something that's just already set up. So imagine for a moment having to start in the online space on your own, not knowing what a product to create, not knowing the experience, not knowing what really sells, because I see a lot of people, they create a product in Canva and then they can't get it sold. And then they think it doesn't work. They think they can't do this, but it's not because they can't do this. It's because they don't have the proper guidance, the proper support, the recipe that works. Okay? So you are building skills and a business by starting with a done for you business model, something that's already proven to work so that you don't have to figure it out, so that you can get coached through the process. Okay. So I get this question a lot. Okay, Lizelle, so if I start with a done for you business model, what is it that I'm actually selling? Because a lot of people feel like, okay, the digital product is an online course or it's templates or whatever, but what is it that I'm selling? Is it a product? Is it a course? Is it just reselling? Sorry? Was it someone that was muted? I was supposed to be muted. Okay. Or is it reselling a course? Okay. It's not either. It's not that. It's not just buying something to resell it. I mean, you don't just buy a bakery franchise just to resell it, do you? But that person who has that franchise, if they sell the franchise, they're selling their business model. And it's a similar thing online. Starting with an online business that's already working, that already has the system in place, that already has the product for you, that already has everything, will help you have a bulletproof way of learning how the online space works, getting to know it so you can earn and learn at the exact same time. Is this making sense? Okay. So let me show you how it works. So when you get started, okay, and you have a proven offer, okay, it means you can earn money while you are learning how this works. Again with the bakery, okay, it's like you stepping into a bakery that's done, okay, and while you have stuff to sell and you have a business model to follow, you can start getting acquainted with how does this process work, and you can start making money instead of starting from scratch and just hoping and seeing how it goes. Okay. The step 2 is you learn how to sell and market online because this is key. I'm telling you, because so many people that they just don't know how to sell. They've got an amazing product idea. Some people in the online, some people do already have a business. I have people in my mastermind who they already have everything. They've got a fantastic product. I've got professional people. They just don't know how to sell it. And this is why you want a model to help you teach you while you're learning how to market and sell online. And then you can build your own products and brand. Now, let me ask you this. If you think, if you get started on something that's already done for you and you can learn and earn at the same time, If you later on want to build your own products, do you think the chances of being successful is very good? Yes or no? Obviously, yes. Okay? Because you already practice. You already got good at how to market and sell someone else's product. So obviously, it's so much better selling your own, right? Because now it becomes easier. Okay. So why most people fail is they try to figure out everything first because they think they're going to save a lot of money. Now, in the online space, it's even more dangerous. I'm talking from experience because if you try to Google your way through this or YouTube your way through this, and is there anyone on here that has been Googling and YouTube? Let me ask you this. Have you been paying for subscriptions and then it's another subscription you have to pay for, and then you find out you have to pay for something else, and then it's this that you have to pay for? And at the end of the day, you're asking yourself, oh my goodness, like I'm paying for all these things. Exactly, right? Because you don't know, so people tell you online you need this, you need this, at the end of the day you waste so much money because you've been trying to figure it out on your own. A lot of people, they overthink what to sell. They have an idea, but they take so long, and then when the product is ready, and I actually had a girl message me this week. She says to me, Lizelle, because she joined my 3-day workshop, and she's like, I have my product ready, I'm a professional, I'm ready, I'm ready to get going, but now I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking of what other people are going to think of me when I start doing this. I'm comparing myself to other people. That's trying to figure it out on your own and overthinking what to sell. This is why support makes all the difference. And many of them, like her, just don't have a system. And if you don't have a system, that already means you're going to trade your time for money again. At the end of the day, you're going to just keep on working hard. Okay. You do not need to figure it out all on your own. What you do need is you just need one clear starting point. You need a system. You just need a clear next step. That's it. Okay. So what you do each day is really simple to market your online business. Okay. Now let's say you start with your done for you offer and you don't need products, you don't need anything. You just need to show up in content in your social media. Maybe you want to blog, and if you want to do it faceless, you can do Instagram, you can do Pinterest, you can do YouTube. Doesn't matter which platform. It matters where are your perfect customer that you have in mind is hanging out. So you show up in your content, you send people to one place. That's your system link, one place. And you let the system do its work. The system will follow up for you. Okay. You do not need thousands of people. All you need is the right message. Your content needs to be in front of the right people, and you just need to be consistent. Okay. So if I am a baker, okay, I am not going if I'm a baker and I bake like cakes and all the bad stuff that you're not supposed to eat, my perfect customer is not gym fanatics. My customer is not going to be healthy people. So it doesn't help that I show up on social media and market to healthy people. I'm going to market to people who love to eat, who love to eat cupcakes and cake and who love to celebrate life, right? So that's basically an example, and just being consistent with that on a daily basis. So I'm going to show you exactly how this works, but at this point, you really only have two options, okay? You can talk yourself out of what you've learned on starting your own online business, or maybe starting with a done for you business, or you're going to try and figure this out on your own. And I'm wondering if someone can let me know in the comments, how long have you been trying to figure it out on your own? Just let me know in the comments there if you have been trying to figure it out. I want to know, okay? Because to try and figure it out on your own, you need to try and figure out the tech. I mean, I can give you a free system. You still have to figure it out. You have to figure out what to say. You have to figure out how to build this, and maybe you'll get there eventually. It's just going to take a lot of time, right? But you can take the faster route, okay? And that's what I did. And I want to show you why, because a lot of people, I don't know. I just think a lot of people don't necessarily are not looking for millions. They are looking for relief. That was me. I was looking for relief. Family to me is important. I wanted to spend time with my kids. I was not looking to get rich overnight. I was looking for a way to spend more time with my kids. And within my first 6 months, I made my first South African million, which is just over $56,000. In my first 7 months, I made my first $100,000 online. I'm not sharing that to brag with you. I want to share with you what someone that didn't know anything, that was willing to get started in the online space, what I was able to accomplish because of what I wanted. I wanted that freedom that I spoke about earlier. I didn't want to work for a boss. I wasn't looking to get rich. I just didn't want money to make my decisions anymore. And this is what I wanted. That's it. That's all. It's like captured in a few little pieces or spaces. That's it. I wanted to be there for the best moments of my kid's life. I wanted to be able to do life instead of do work all the time. Because you can die today and your work will replace you tomorrow. Okay? It just is what it is. And that's exactly why I created what I created. I created DMS, which is not another course. It is a complete digital marketing system that shows you exactly what to do step by step. Okay. What you are getting here is you're getting a system that's already working. It's already proven to work. Content you can already use, because a lot of people will say, but Lizelle, I don't even know what to post. Okay. We already do that part for you to get you going and get you just to get comfortable in doing it so that you can later create your own. We give you a clear path to follow. We give you support so that you're not stuck and trying to spend weeks in trying to figure this all out. Okay. And just to let you know, I just want to show you, because a lot of people see things online and they're like, oh my goodness, this is a quick rich scheme and this is too good to be true. We've been featured, I'm only putting like 5 here. We've been featured all over Fox News, Iron Press Wire, CBS News, and it's all about when I launched the DMS system. Because it's a system to help you build something online if you've been looking for that freedom. We're also CPD registered, which means this is an international recognized learning program. Okay. We are just waiting for the certification, but we're already registered with them. We're very, very proud of this. It takes you through. So even if it's a student and they just want the recognized learning, that is something that they can get, because this specific module is a whole course that teaches you from A to Z exactly how to create products, how to do the funnels, and all of that. Okay. Real results. Okay. Now, 2 of these people are in my town right now because we have our mastermind event tomorrow. So they are not available tonight. I think they're out and about. Yolandi is from Namibia. When I met her, she said to me, Lizelle, I just want to replace my job. I am tired of working all the time. And what she said here is, and this is in our community, it's screenshots I took from the community. And she says, just in 10 days, I've officially out-earned my full monthly salary from my 8 to 5 job through DMS, which was supposed to be her side hustle. I started with no experience, just a decision to try. If I can do this, so can you. Latasha has been in digital marketing before, and she was stuck in a period in a digital marketing journey where she just didn't know how to go bigger, how to go bigger, and how to create more freedom in her life. And there it is. She made over $30,000 in 6 months. Amuray, she made an unexpected over $1,000 while she was doing dress fittings. She says, I was busy with 2 dress fittings and then I logged in on my emails and I was so surprised to see I made a sale. To God be all the glory. Nicola, she made over 6,000 in 8 days. She just finished off an over $10,000 month, and she started faceless. She didn't even want to do this. She knew it was working, but she was so scared when she got started because she's an Afrikaans girl. Most of her content is in Afrikaans. And she's doing so well. I mean, she's 24 years old. And I just said the other day, I wish I knew this when I was 24 years old. Okay, now before I get into that, I want to know, Zanel, are you on? I don't even know who's here because, like I said, we are busy with our mastermind. I just want someone to come and share so they can just get a feeling so they don't just hear it from me. Or Latasha, I don't know if you're on here.
I think Zanelli is still on the road. Zal.
Okay. Well, Cecilia,
Yeah.
you're available.
Natasha is on, yeah? Okay, yeah.
Natasha can also share. I don't know if whoever wants to, just go for it.
Let me do it. Let me
Yes,
just
please.
do it. Good
I
evening,
like it.
everybody.
I just want to say why I do this, guys, and I catch them off guard. I didn't ask anybody to share. And the reason I do it is because it's very natural then, okay? They don't expect it. And also, I just don't want you to just hear it from me because you might be inspired by someone else's story. Cecilia, go for it.
Good evening, everybody. Okay, so I'm also just a normal South African mama that about 3 years ago started my online business. And I did very good, but like Natasha also, one, I hit a glass ceiling, but two, at one point it became about what is it that my mums needed. So I'm definitely in the market of helping mums change their life because of what an online business did for me. So prior to doing anything online, I was working 15-hour shifts in my salon. I was literally prowling the internet for about 2 years, and I got scammed 3 times before I finally came across the right way to make an income in the online space. And 6 weeks after starting, I made my very first dollars online, and I was blown away. At that stage, I was a single mom. Like I said, I worked 15 hours a day. I was devastated because I never got to spend time with my only child. I've got 2 little babies up in heaven. I'm a cancer survivor. So for me, time was a big thing. And that was the reason why I started my own business. The only mistake I kept on making was I kept on opening brick and mortar businesses that required me to put in all the time in order to make an income. So if I fell sick, no money. If somebody canceled, no money. If a pandemic hit, no money. And for me, the breaking point was one day when I picked my little girl up from school. So I knew I wanted to do something online. I got scammed 3 times. I was at the point of giving up, but that day when I picked her up from school, she was grade 8 initiation year, and I told her she had to hurry. I had clients waiting for me at the salon, and I told her, I'm going to pick you up, you better run. But she was 5 minutes late. And in that moment, I started snapping. But as I turned, I saw she was already crying when she got to the car, which meant she had a horrible day, and I made it worse. But I was in such a rush to get back to work and continue working that day that I didn't have time to fix it. And with my whole heart, I meant to fix things before the day ended. But I worked until past 9 that evening. And my teenager fell asleep on the couch. Now, if you are a teenage parent in here, you know, give them a phone, give them a room, and you will doubt your own existence. But she sat up waiting for me until she fell asleep. And that's where I had that final breaking point where I knew what I knew. I had to do something. So I know a lot of us has gone to Google, show me how to make money, show me how to make money easy, show me how to make money as a busy mom. But that night I went back and I was like, I'm done getting scammed. So give me a program that's going to teach me how to do this the right way. And literally after finding something like that, 6 weeks later, I started making money. When I entered into DMS, I was looking for something that was going to make it easier for my moms. I wanted to cancel out payment gateways that got canceled. I wanted to give her a way to get started with something when she's overworked, where she doesn't even have to worry about setup. I needed something that was going to make it even easier and simpler than when I started the very first time. So when I entered DMS, it was like, holy Moses, this is it. And at that stage, Lizelle said, let me show you how to make your first $5,000 in 30 days. And I decided, I'm going to test you on this. And I'm going to go to a brand new platform that I was actually afraid of. And I went over to Instagram and I was like, no following, no nothing. Show me your juices inside this program. And within that first month, I did make $5,080, I think it is. And now I'm way over $30,000. But I get nothing but compliments from every single mom and dad and person that I've helped so far getting started, because I literally helped them to get started easier than it was when I got started and even when Sally got started. This is literally a gap breacher in all aspects. So today I had a memory flashback where I was shared a video from somebody that found one of my very first 6-week videos online, and she shared it, and I literally burst out in tears, and I thought, oh wow, how far did I come? I was scared, I was camera shy, I was like, literally the only thing that I knew is I needed to change our life. And it looks completely different now. And I'm going to tell you, if I could do this, anybody, absolutely anybody will be able to do it. Thanks, Zali.
Thank you so much. I totally agree. You just need to be willing to learn some new skills, guys. Now, not, again, I'm not saying you're going to make it in 30 days, it's so possible. But if you really do just make the effort, that is, and willing to learn, what people need, what people think they normally need when they start an online business is they think they need a lot of followers. And you just heard it from Cecilia. I mean, I am making much more now with a lot less following account on Instagram because we all are experimenting with platforms too. It's not about followers, it's about the quality of it. Okay. A lot of people think they need good videos or more confidence or they need more time. Okay. But what they actually need is they need clarity. They need to know, okay, how does this work? How is it that when I post a video, that it actually turns into a sale? Because a lot of people, they don't know the process. They just post for the sake of posting. And what they actually need is they need a proper foundation. Where if you try and figure it out on your own, you don't know what you're doing. You're frustrated. But if you're following a proven step-by-step strategy and you are committed and consistent, like it shows here, okay? Because consistency is key, right? And you have the proper guidance and you are coachable, then you can absolutely do this. Okay, that's all that you really need because I can give you something on paper now and I can give it to you to do, and I can promise you the chances of you succeeding is, I don't know, it's slim, eh? But if you're committed and consistent and you follow the guidance, you will be successful. So here's what you get, okay? You get a system, complete system, like Cecilia explained, totally done for you. You don't set up your own system. You don't have to be tech savvy. And we actually have a guy, I don't know if he's on here. We have a guy, is it Johan on here? He actually said in one of our tech calls, because we have regular tech calls to help you learn the system. Okay, because the goal is don't just take the done for you, like learn a bit, learn how this works. And he said something like, you guys said I didn't need to be tech savvy, and I can clearly see you meant what you said because no question is a dumb question. We know you're starting from scratch. We know you're starting not knowing everything, or at least that's how we assume you're starting. Okay. What you get content that's already done for you. Funnels. Now, if that is a weird word, don't worry. That's what takes a person from seeing your content to purchasing from you. Okay. And then obviously coaching as well and multiple income streams. We don't just teach you how to make money one way, we teach you multiple income streams. Okay. What's different from DMS than any other system or, course or something out there is this is an affiliate program. And the only reason it's affiliate is to help with the payment gateways. So I'm located in South Africa. And a lot of people, I mean, we've got customers from all over the world. But where South Africans and Namibians and even some people in the UK got stuck on was the payment gateways. Because some couldn't have PayPal, some couldn't have Stripe, and all of that. So we just decided to make it an affiliate. You get 90% affiliate commission. You know what the 10% is for? Can I take a guess in the comments? Can anyone tell me? Because I get this question too. Where does the 10% go? I wish the 10% was profit for DMS, but it's not. That is the payment gateway because Stripe charges just over 4% to take the sale for you. PayPal takes about 4%. And then DMS needs to put that money into your bank account, which is again bank charges. That's where the 10% goes. The 10% is not there to make money. Okay. The 10% is there to pay it on your behalf so that you don't need to open up your own payment gateway. Okay. And then we have done for you content. No other program does that because our entire goal is not to give you something just to resell. Our entire goal is to help you build and launch your own online business and teach you how online business work so that you can go and build your own brand and create your own products. And so it's learning and earning at the same time. We have a lot of people that don't want to create their own products because they love the flexibility that DMS gives. They don't have to create anything themselves. They just can slot in and go. And if that's what you want to do, perfect. Okay. So who this is actually working for? It's moms, parents, people with limited time, people that are already busy, that they don't have a lot of time to learn new things, but they are willing to learn new things. Okay. This is why DMS was created. 9-to-5ers or people that are working full time, that they want to start a side hustle, something part time, because it's not always wise just to leave your job. Okay. I know a lot of people want to just start building the income on the side and then leave their job at a later stage. And this is what Yulindi is doing. Okay. So a lot of people like that. And then who this also works for is beginners who they want to get started in the online space, but they don't have a product, and they don't want to waste any more time. They want to get started. And then people who don't want to be online the entire day. This is why DMS was created. Okay. So here's Nina again. I don't know if Nina is on. I haven't seen her in a while. I've been so busy planning this mastermind. If is Nina on? Yeah, I would love for her. You guys need to hear her story. Like she was so scared. I don't know if she's on yet, guys. Team, let me know. She was a little bit scared to get started because, she already had a business and she's so inspirational and she wanted to start online. She wanted to get more income into her business because she's very purpose driven and she's very creative, and she wanted to fuel her business with an additional income stream, and that's what she did. She started, and within her first she made over $1,500 in her first week. Within her first couple of weeks, I don't know, I think it was 5 weeks, she made $10,000, which is amazing. It's so inspirational. Okay, see, she's not on here. And the reason why it's working for her is she's committed. She's following the steps. She's taking action, and the results came, right? And this is why she got this result. So the real question, it comes down to this. Where do you want to be in 3 months? Because you're either going to be in the same place. I mean, that's just a given, okay? Or you're going to be building something. Because the truth of the matter is, we are already entering June. It's already half of the year. And you can say to yourself, you're either going to keep on repeating what you've been doing and be behind or stuck or in the exact same place in 3 months, or you're going to be moving forward, building and earning. It's all up to you. Let me know in the comments where you're going to be in 6 months. Put a 1 in the comments if you're going to be in the same place, or 2 if you're building something. And I don't want you to undersell yourself here or shortcut yourself here or sabotage yourself here. Here's why I'm saying it, because a lot of people wish for a different future. There's a difference between wishing and actually taking action. There's that saying, it says you can't expect different results if you do the same thing over and over again. The only time when something changes in your life is when you start taking a different kind of action. It just is what it is. When I started in the online space, I had no clue what was waiting for me. I wanted to make an extra $1,000 a month online. That's really what my goal was. And I was thinking I was going to still work at my beauty salon. I ended up leaving my beauty salon in 5 weeks. And I mean, I've made far over $500,000 online. I've had the amazing privilege of teaching other people how to do the same. And the reason I'm so passionate about it is because I was once where you are now. I was once unsure, stuck, scared, felt like the world owed me something because I was in a financial position that I didn't choose. I was working hard, but working hard didn't do anything for me. And I was looking for a way out. And when I found it, this is why I'm so passionate about it. And this is why most of us are so passionate about it. Okay. And this is why you're seeing us getting so excited about it. Okay. So how you get started, okay? Let's first look at, because I just want to be real with you. What is this going to cost you if you had to go and figure it out on your own? Okay. So I'm just giving you a breakdown. What you need is you need funnels, you need email tools, you need website design and hosting, you need a copywriting course because, if you want your system selling for you, you need to be good at copywriting. Okay. You need time to figure this all out. You need to learn social media. You need the confidence, the clarity, the support. Okay. And the bills just keep on adding up. Then you've got no guarantee that you're going to make sales. You still need to build your own offer and you still have to learn how to sell it. Okay. So just the total of that can easily be anything between $2,500 and $5,000. Just to have a funnel done by someone that knows what they're doing just a funnel, guys, is $2,500. I know because I paid $10,000 to have DMS funnel done. Okay. And DMS is turning 1 in June, and we are having an amazing, nice new look. So I know what the cost is. Okay. So with DMS Pro, we've got 2 options that you can get started off with. Now, this is now for the people who's like, Lizelle, I'm putting my hand up. I don't want to do this on my own. I want a shortcut. I want a faster route because there is, okay? With this, you get a done for you business setup. We set up the entire system for you. You get resale rights to 2 amazing products, okay? Which means you don't need your own product. You can make anything between $400 and over $1,000 per sale. You get additional 12 exclusive products that you can rename and rebrand. That's the PLR products that you can sell by yourself, okay? It's yours. You get a 30-day strategy plan, faceless marketing strategy for those who want to do it faceless. I teach you exactly step by step on how to make $10,000 a month online. A perfect customer masterclass, because a lot of people, they download stuff on YouTube and even buy other courses, but they still don't know who they are talking to. And they just ride on the viral bus and they're just trying to go viral every day. That does not pay you, okay? Speaking to your customer does. There's a magnetic sales formula. This is where we talk about sales psychology. I do a deep dive in here on what makes people buy. Okay, it's not manipulative, it's you serving. People are already online. Remember, I said to you, when you are looking for something online, you are looking for it. People are already looking for this online. It's proven. They're already looking for this. All you do is you show up and be visible so people can see that you offer that. Okay. You also get an entire course on how to create your own products. We give you the templates, everything certified on this. Pod coaching, which is amazing. So you get coached through the process and we get regular guest speakers. Now, all of this is far over $6,000 worth of value, even more because the costs are rising and most of these fees are paid on a monthly basis, where for you, it's just a once-off amount. It's just $1,197, a once-off amount. You don't pay for anything else, and a once-off $75 activation fee. Now, why activation fee? Because you need a professional email and you need a domain, you need a hosting agency. We just carry that on your behalf. We create that on your behalf. That's what the $75 is for. We also do have payment plans, okay? So if you're ready to get going on the pro, this is the one with everything. This is for the people who need the coaching. They don't want to do this on their own. They want multiple income streams, all of that inside here. We do have a payment plan for that. The bonuses that you are getting tonight, if you want to get started tonight and start June off on the right footing and get the proper support, is if you start tonight, you are going to be included on a call on Monday, which is the onboarding call, where we're going to take you through step by step on how this works. Okay. Now it says there access to a 600 plus member community. We're over 1,000 members already in that community. Whoop, whoop. We are growing at the speed of light. I'm telling you. Then you get the secret sales weapon. If you want to get started now, this is what we're going to include for you. Is the secret sales weapon is a bot. It's like having a coach in your pocket. I'm going to show you a demo now. And then an AI twin module that teaches you, if you don't want to show up online and you want to create an AI twin to do that for you, you'll get access to that too. Plus, we're going to give you the system for free. Yep, we're not going to charge any monthly fees. We're not going to charge you for the system. We're going to give it for you for free, everything, okay? Plus, we're going to give you exactly what to post on a daily basis, right? And then we're going to give you the live calls as well. So this is the AI bot. This is the secret sales weapon. Just giving you a short demo on how that works. She's trained for content, for converting content. Okay, anybody can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, how do I make money online? But ChatGPT can only answer what you ask. This bot has been trained on a multi-six-figure dollar strategy. She knows exactly how to write your stories, how to write your content. She even gives you motivational encouragement, how to lead. And if you want a strategy on how to make $5,000 online, she does this for you as well. Okay. So the other one is the starter. A lot of people are not ready for the pro. It could be finances. For some, it's, you know what, Lizelle, I just want to see if I can make some money and then I'll upgrade later. You can certainly do that. Okay. The coaching, there's a level of coaching in here. It's on a Monday, but on the pro, you get a lot more coaching and a lot more guidance. But on the starter, it's $497 once off with a $75 once off. There's also a payment plan for that. Okay. So the real question is, are you going to keep thinking about this or are you actually going to start? Let me know in the comments there. Are you going to think about it or are you actually going to start? Okay, because that's the $1,000,000 question. And here's what you can do. You just get back to the person who invited you to this call. You got an email from them inviting you to the webinar, right? You just reply back to that person and say, send me your link so I can see the two options so I can get started. Okay, we are in the middle of the month and you know yourself. How long are you willing to go around the cycle that you've been going for? It's all up to you at the end of the day. It's all up to you. I can tell you so many stories about people who didn't have the money, like Wayne says here. Okay. I also didn't have the money when I got started in the online space. I was so behind on my bills, I could barely cover my children's school fees. But I didn't want that to be my story. So I got creative. So I want to really challenge you tonight. If you really don't have the money to get started, right? Because I know it's a real thing. Do that and say, I don't want that to be my story anymore. How can I get it together? If this is really important to you, because the thing is, only you can change your life. I can't do that for you. Okay? Only you can. You need to ask yourself, how far are you willing to go? Are you happy to stay in the same situation over and over again in the next 3 months? Or are you going to spend money on something that can pay you back? Because I had to make that same decision. And every single person inside here had to make that same decision. Okay. So the pro in Rand, Joan, is, I don't know what the rate is now. It's probably about, you can just Google it. It's about 17 to 20,000 Rand. I've borrowed 16K and I haven't made anything yet. On which one, Anelia? Okay. If let me tell you guys one thing, okay? If you go to the gym, okay, but this is not legacy, okay? But let me ask you this. Let me say to you this. If you want to lose weight and you want a six pack and you want to look good and feel good, if you sign up to the gym, does that guarantee you're going to have that body that you want? Yes or no? It doesn't. You have to show up. You have to show up to the gym and actually do the exercises. And if you want faster results, get a personal trainer, eat right, get an eating plan, and have an exercise plan and stick to it. It's that, like, I can go to the gym now for 24 hours and I can do sit-ups for 24 hours. I'm not going to have a six-pack after 24 hours. But if I do 20 minutes every single day, you'll have that six-pack soon enough, right? It's the same with online business, guys. Okay? It's the same with online business. Make sure you are in a community where you get coaching, where you get the help, but don't wait for someone to come and help you. Put up your hand and say, I'm willing, I'm committed, I'm going to show up, I'm going to be consistent. Okay? And also, if just because you're consistent doesn't mean you're making money. This is why we pride ourselves in the coaching in DMS. Because just because you're consistent doesn't mean you're going to make money. I can be consistent and do the wrong exercise and not see the result. But if I'm consistent and I have a coach that shows me, okay, here's where you need to work on, and I'm willing to do it, I'll get the results. Okay. So you don't have to resell the course. If you want to create your own product, you can do that. Okay. That's just faster to resell because you can learn and earn while you're doing it. While you're figuring out how this works, you already have a product that people are already buying and already looking for. Does that make sense? Okay. The payment plan cannot be paid by the money you make. No. Okay. If you want something so badly that you know it will help you, won't hesitate to take a loan so it will be paid back. You know yourself, okay? You know yourself. I know what I had to do, and we can all tell you stories. I don't have all the people on here tonight, and there's no time for it. But my question to you stays, where are you going to be in 3 months? Okay? Where are you going to be in 3 months? That's not my decision to make, my friend. I can show you the results that we've had. I can show you exactly what to do step by step, but I cannot make that decision for you. What I can tell you is, if you do not get results in here and you are showing up and you are being consistent and you are doing everything in your power to do, I will personally help you and work with you until you do. Because I'm telling you, when people aren't getting results, I know what the problem is. They're not prioritizing this. They are treating it as a side hustle, but expecting a payment of a full-time job. Okay, you have to put in the effort and you have to be willing to learn. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather put in 2 to 3 hours a day of effort than having to go work for a boss. I'd rather do that. And I'm sure that's why you're on this call. And I believe you are on this call for a reason. I believe you're on it for a reason. This is your time to really change the rest of this year, the rest of the half of this year. You can either try and figure it out, you can try and make your own excuses, because I know we've got excuses, okay? We've got excuses. I could have paid my children's school fees that month and I didn't. Not that I'm saying you shouldn't, okay? Don't quote me. That's a choice I made because I was done surviving. I was done surviving. I don't know where you are now. Okay? I don't know where you are, but you're either going to be stuck in the same place or you're going to be building something in 3 months. The choice is yours. So get back to the person that invited you here, okay? Get back, reply to that email, ask for the link. And if you have any more questions, ask the person who invited you. They will be happy to answer your questions. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. And hopefully we'll see you inside the community so you can start with us with a bang for this June month. Cheers, everybody.